guys, today we're going to be looking at combustion reactions, all right? So we've overviewed all these different types of reactions really briefly, and now in this next round of videos and labs, we're going to be looking at specific examples of each type. So for combustion reactions, if we look at our page here from our textbook, we need to remember a couple things. You have to have a fuel source, you have to have oxygen, and you have to have heat. And the products of a combustion reaction are always carbon dioxide and water. Carbon dioxide and water. Okay, so I am going to flip my camera around. At least I think I am. Okay, so you're going to need a few things for this lab. And let me bring this down. So, I've got a stopwatch on my phone, or you could use one on your watch. I have a candle for lighting things on fire. You could also just use a lighter and maybe have a sibling help or a parent help because fire can be scary sometimes. I have a plate that isn't paper to catch the things I set on fire, just in case. Anytime we're dealing with fire, I'm going to have water nearby to help put out any potential fire. And then I have the things that I'm going to be setting on fire. So I've got marshmallow. I have peanut that I dug out of my trail mix. I have raw cashews from my freezer. And you are also then going to pick one item from your pantry to set on fire. It could be a cracker, it could be a piece of cereal, it could be a raisin, whatever floats your boat. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to make some predictions here. We're going to make predictions of how long do we think each of these is going to burn. All right, so how long is each one going to burn? Which one's going to burn the longest? Okay, so 8th grade, you remember setting peanuts on fire with me last year, so you've got a little bit of an unfair advantage. But these other items, I want you to make predictions, okay? Because what's going to happen is we are going to set them on fire, and the minute that it holds the flame for itself, we start the stopwatch. And then the minute the flame goes out on our food item, we stop the stopwatch. Okay, so we're keeping track of these times. So scratch paper or in your science notebook, be keeping track of your predictions for each of your items and your time. Okay, so pause the video, make those predictions. How long do you think your marshmallow is going to burn? How long do you think your peanut's going to burn? How long do you think your random object is going to burn? Okay, and then we're going to chart our answers. So I'm going to light my candle to use that as my fuel source. If you're doing this alone, make sure that you tell an adult that you're setting things on fire first. That is important. Also, if you have a smoke detector above where you're working, you might want a towel or something because some of this is going to let off some smoke and I don't want smoke detectors going crazy and your family going, wow, what's happening? Okay, so have a towel to like wave in front of your smoke detector. Just warn people. Better yet, just do it with the whole family. Get everyone together. Okay, so for lighting these things on fire, here's what I got. I grabbed my tweezers because those are kind of grippy. I also grabbed like a pin from my sewing stuff, but you could also use like a paper clip that you unbend. Basically, you want something metal that's not going to catch on fire itself and stabby that's going to hold your stuff and not going to let you get burned. Okay, so we're going to start with our marshmallow here. So I've stabbed it. I'm going to hold it over my candle. And once it catches fire itself, once it has the flame, I start my stopwatch, okay? So here we go. We're gonna light the sucker on fire. Oh, there it goes. Starting my stopwatch here. And I am roasting marshmallows, but I'm letting it totally burn up. So here's our combustion reaction. Oh, and my flame is out. My flame is out. So 16.1 seconds for my marshmallow. Okay? So record your times. And I'm going to move on to my cashew. Skewer my cashew here. Set my timer. All right, I'm gonna hold it. Wow, now it smells like s'mores. This isn't fair. Okay, I'm gonna hold it over my candle. It doesn't have the flame yet. Oh, now it has the flame. I'm starting my stopwatch and letting it burn. So you'll remember from science last year when we were studying how, like, the digestive system and proteins and fats and the different nutrients in our food, that nuts have a lot of good fat in them. Look at how high the flame is. Okay, so stand back. I should have ponytailed my hair. What was I thinking? But look at, that means when I eat cashews, how much energy is it going to give me, to give my body, compared to that marshmallow, right? That marshmallow, I eat it, I got my sugar high, and I crash. But I eat my cashews, I eat my granola bar with my cashews in it, or my trail mix. It keeps me going. Look at how long that's going. It's kind of pretty. We're starting to die down here. My fats are getting burned up. Going, going, and gone. Woo! 1 minute, 15 seconds. That is a pretty long time. So we're gonna scrape that off. Don't touch it with your fingers, it's hot. Scrape it off with like a fork or a spoon or something. Okay, last but not least for my items, I've got my peanut here. Now I don't really know how this is gonna burn because it's got like Cajun seasoning on it from my trail mix. So it might take a little bit longer to set. Okay, so I'm gonna reset my stopwatch. Hold it over here. Oh man, it's letting off a lot of black smoke. Cajuns. Oh, okay, there we go. Start my stopwatch. We'll see. What do you think? Peanut or cashew when it comes to the fats and the energy for our bodies? Ooh! And that is why I have more peanuts. So that one went out right away because it dropped. So that was 12.9 seconds. So we'll do one again. Let's see if I can skewer this better. It was just getting a good flame, huh? Okay. Let's try our peanut again. There we go. It is burning. Okay, so if you look closely on this one, so a combustion reaction, it lets off water, right? And you can almost see just this slight condensation, like my peanut that dropped onto my plate, it left behind this greasy, watery residue. Because that's kind of, and I've got my oils that are kind of almost gonna drop if they don't burn first. It's really kind of cool to see. I think I got a higher flame on the cashew. What do you think? Oh, it's just getting started. It's letting off blue sparks. Ooh! Oh, cool. Oh, sparks are flying. Maybe I should have had a longer. Maybe I should have worn mittens. Oh, it's like a comet. Just keeps going. Wow. we've passed the cashew. So our peanut is demonstrating that it's got more fats in it than the cashew in terms of just like how much energy it has within it to burn. So while our bodies need those fats, remember you've got to keep it all within moderation. Because we've got our healthy fats and our harmful fats. Oh, my peanut is splitting in two. I wonder if half of it's going to drop. A little scared. It's starting to die down. Computer's going to sleep on me. You would think it would be more enthralled by this. I'm setting things on fire in my kitchen. Going, and out. 2:41. Wow, that is a long time. That is fascinating. Okay, so, ooh, and that does not smell very good. So here are my charred remains. It's kind of hard to see on my blue. Should have blown out my candle first. Okay, so as you do this for yourself, how did your predictions compare to your observations and your actual times? And then the question in your Google form for this lab is, how do you think the way a substance combusts? All right, the way a substance combusts, that means burns. How is that related to chemical energy? Okay, how does the way that a substance combusts compare to chemical energy? All right, have fun setting things on fire.